welcome to Muse's Tarot. Welcome if you're new here, welcome back if you already know my channel. I know I don't have a lot of videos on my channel yet, but I already have 9 subscribers, which is amazing. I'm really proud of it and I'm really happy you like my way of reading and you feel comfortable with me. So yeah, today's reading is quite interesting because we don't have a topic in itself. It's more like those are messages who were meant to find you whenever you find them. So this is a timeless reading. But yeah, this might be about love, about career, anything about spirit work, your magic, your crafting, maybe a situation where you really need guidance. So yeah, just let us look into the situation. First, when you pick your pile, each pile is going to be your situation or who you are, and then what kind of advice spirit has for you. I'm going to look into your situation so you can see if you resonate with the pile, if you chose the right pile. If you feel drawn to more than one pile, that's absolutely fine. Pick all of them. If you feel drawn to all of them, pick 2 if you feel drawn to 2, because there might be a message for all of in all of them for you. So yeah, just pick your pile. It's very easy to pick a pile. Just calm down, either meditate or just breathe deeply, call on your spirit guides for guidance or just protection. I like to do protection, so I get a very clear message. Again, ask them for protection, meditate, calm down, whatever you need to do to calm down, and then look at the piles and see what you feel drawn to. Another method I like to do is I go to the timestamps and see if I feel drawn to any timestamp. Maybe there is a timestamp like 111 or 1111, something like this. We have 3 piles today. And the first pile is this lovely deck with the clear quartz cluster. I literally just bought it new and it's so beautiful. I love it so much. Then we have the second pile with the amethyst. And then we have the third pile with pyrite. Pyrite, I think it's called. That's also the crystal of a deity of mine. His name is Apollon, Fibosh Apollon. So maybe this is a sign for you, and I also felt drawn to wear these rings today. So maybe it's also a message for you. This is a moon, and here we have a snake. Okay, just pick your pile, and we will see each other at your pile. Bye. Welcome pile 1, welcome to your reading. If you chose the clear quartz cluster, very beautiful. Yeah, we're going to pop this up here, and then we are going to look into your situation so you can see if you resonate. Maybe we get a little message about who you are, how your feelings are currently, and then we will see what kind of messages spirit has for you today. Okay. Grab yourself something to drink, something to eat, anything to help you feel comfortable, because this is probably going to be a quite long reading, like at least 30 minutes, I think. So yeah, make yourself comfortable. Okay. Spirit, and what kind of situation? I asked for protection first. Protection from my spirit guides, so they are only clear and guided messages. Okay, what kind of situation is pile 1 in right now, spirit? Should I pick all of them? Okay, those are a lot. Okay, let's see. Okay, we have the 9 of Swords. Something that I get is, and this might be very specific for some of you, in a past life you might have been a priest or a priestess. Something that came to me immediately is being a Pythia, which is the priestess of the Oracle of Delphi from Apollon. I learned quite some things about these people. Might be that you have been a priestess or a priest, or you want to become a priestess or priest. Or something else that I'm getting is that you might become a priest or priestess in this lifetime and you don't see it yet. But I just saw a book that I literally bought myself. Wait, I'm going to show you. So this is no advertisement, but I read this book because I want to become a priestess for my spirit guides, and I literally just saw this book. It's a practical guide to pagan priesthood, community leadership, and vocation from Laura O'Brien, I think it's called, and it's such a good book when it comes to become a priest, a pagan priest and priestess, also a Christian priest, but I think you have to study to become a Christian priest. I don't know. But yeah, this book came to my mind. So maybe you want to buy it. Maybe you need to buy it. It is something that your spirit guides really advise you to buy. I can just say it's a very good book. Like, I really, really loved it. It's like I made a few notes into the book and I'm currently reading it again, or I want to read it again. I already read it once, and yeah, here are like little tests and something to see if you are ready to become a priest or priestess. It's a very good book. I can just advise you to buy it if you want to become a priestess. And even if you don't want to become a priest or priestess, it's very good when it comes to finding your spiritual community. But it might be that you feel drawn to become a priest or a priestess. So something else that I get is you got a lot of nightmares lately, like nightmares about snakes and ravens. Just a little advice, again, Apollon comes up. He, like, symbols of him are ravens and crows. And funny, snake is also kind of a symbol of him because he killed the python to get the Oracle of Delphi. So he also has to do something with snakes. So it might be that Apollon is calling to you. Also, something else, this crystal that I put up here is also a crystal from Apollon. So okay, if you don't know who Apollon is first of all my my patron deity. And he is a Greek god of the sun, wisdom, knowledge, music, arts, agriculture. What else? Not alignment, purification. He is a god of many things, to be honest, but I can literally just not think of anything that archery. He's also the god of archery, so you might see a lot of arrows and bows, and it really feels like he's calling you, to be honest. Don't take it as a message that he's calling you. If you already have the feeling that he is calling you, this is confirmation. If you want to work with Apollon and you asked him, maybe this is your confirmation that he wants to work with you. I don't really feel his energy too much around me, but there are a lot of signs that are from him. But he also just told me he is not here too much to not bother me because I have very specific relationship with Apollon, and if he would be here, I would rather concentrate on him than the reading. So he is sending a lot of signs. He's a great deity to work with. He was the first deity I work with. I have been working with him for years. He is such a great teacher. He's very patient. He is very nice, and he loves jokes. Like, he likes to be sarcastic. Like, I sometimes it's even too much for me how sarcastic. Sarcastic, is it called like this in Danish? How funny he is, because he's making so many jokes and just laughing all the time. He really likes music. Of course, he is a god of music. Symbols of him are lyra. Is it called lyra in lyre? The lyre in it's called lyre in English. He also has the symbol of crows, ravens, again snakes sometimes, mouse, wolf. What else? Just music. The sun, of course, he's a sun god. He's also the leader of the Muses. He drives his chariot across the sky to bring the sun across the sky. So sunflowers are a symbol of him. Also, what was it? Swans. Swans are a symbol of him because his chariot is pulled by swans and also by 4 horses. Like, the chariot that he brings across the sky for the sun is 4 horses, and otherwise he has swans as his chariot, like pulling his chariot. Anything else that is a symbol of him, like music, of course, books, Greek, the Greek alphabet. If someone is talking about Greece, he's a great deity. He is very patient, so if you want to work with him, I can just advise you to work with him. He is such a good deity to work with. Now I'm just, okay. 8 of Swords in reverse. You are not sure if you get messages from spirit guides or if it just is your mind playing games with you. And I can tell you just a little advice. If you see the same symbol 3 times a day, it is a sign from your spirit guides. If you only see it once, it might be coincidence, even though I don't believe in coincidences, but yeah, still. If you see it 3 times, it is a sign from his spirit guides. If it is too unclear, tell your spirit guides, please give me clear and guided messages, give me clear and guided signs so I can see that you're talking with me. But it seems like your spirit guides are actually really sending you signs and you're just like, no, I don't know. Like I was again just reminded of my rings. Those are a sign for you, like the snake and the moon. Those are all signs your spirit guides are sending you. I also just saw 1111 and 111. You can, to be honest, these are very clear signs. If you see 111 and 1111, it's a sign from your spirit guides. Like 1111, I think, is even the sign of your spirit guides telling you that they are there. I think I don't know too much about angel numbers because I form my own messages. For example, 666 and something else is a no for me when I ask a question. 111 is a very clear message that my spirit guides are communicating with me, and so on. Just ask for very clear messages. But again, Apollon comes up and he says he is sending you signs. Okay, he is literally sending you signs, and you're just like, no, I don't know, maybe it's a trick. It's not a trickster, but he reminds you, if you want to work with Apollon, you need a lot of protection. Really look into protection. He reminded me of a book that I have read that is pretty okay. It's literally just about protection. I don't know how it's called. I'm going to put up the title here. It's on Amazon, and also you can, I think, read it online as a PDF, so you don't have to buy it. I think, like, I don't know too much, but I think it was on the internet. So read about it, learn about protection magic first, and then call on Anubis, I wanted to say Apollon. Or just use these pick a card readings to communicate with him, like the yes or no pick a card readings. You can ask for questions, but he says please ask for protection before picking your pile, because there are not only good spirits who can manipulate your energy and how you perceive things. So really ask for protection and put up protection, please. Okay, we have the Word in reverse. He also says he is sending you, like he's talking to you in your sleep when you're like waking up and still in the like halfly dreaming, just waking up. He is calling your name, and that is Apollo. He is calling your name, and sometimes it might even be that he tells you like Greek words and you're just not understanding what this is. This is also Apollo. Something else with the Word in reverse. Something else with the Word in reverse coming up right now is you might need to dance a little more and just have fun a little more, because you really feel like you are too strict with yourself. It's time for you to have a little more fun and to just enjoy life. We have the Lovers in reverse. Oh, you just sound like me. It might be that you're not too interested in love and you just don't want to hear about love, and you're just like, no, I'm fine on my own. You also might two things. Either you don't believe in twin flames, or you're just like, oh my god, yeah, I have a twin flame. There is someone else out there who loves me, who will love me unconditionally, who will be there for me, who is just perfect. And it might be that you think that this is how twin flames work. Right now, I personally don't believe in twin flames too much anymore. I don't think that my soul is just half. I think my soul is whole as it is, and there might be a future spouse, yeah, or someone who is destined to be with me, but I don't believe in twin flames too much. So yeah, do what you will. Like, you can believe in twin flames if you want to. I'm not here to change your mind or anything else. I just wanted to share my own opinion. Okay, we have the Six of Wands. Yeah, you who I don't know why I was just singing, so maybe you're singing a lot. You are a practitioner of magic. Maybe a witch, a shaman, druid, anything like this. There are so many labels you can give yourself, or directions where paganhood is or paganism can go. But it feels like you are, for me personally, you either are a shaman or a witch, to be honest. Like, a witch doesn't always have to be someone female. You can also be a male and call yourself a witch, but there are also males who call themselves wizards and warlock. But I heard that these words are actually insults, so I don't know. But you can call yourself however you want. Like, you are valid however you want to call yourself. I'm sorry, my neighbor is just putting up a shelf or something. I don't know. I don't know. But you feel like you do magic, which is pretty cool. I love magic. Okay, we have the Eight of Coins in reverse. What's meant with the Eight of Coins in reverse? You want to become a freelancer or your own boss, or you want to lead a company. Yeah, you feel like you have a lot of plans for yourself. Maybe you're going to university right now. It feels like you are in the economical space. Like, yeah, how can I say this? Like, you like economics. Maybe you have your own company, you want to have your own company, or getting a company from your parents because they stop working and then you get the company, or anything like this. But it feels like you are working a lot, or you want to work a lot. You might also be someone who wants to do YouTube, or just take care of your money on your own and not be attached to someone else giving you money, but rather being responsible for yourself and how you get money and how you become successful, which is pretty cool. You might be a writer, to be honest, an author, because I feel like I'm an author, and I feel you have the same energy as me when it comes to this. Okay, what kind of situation is pile 1 in right now? I just wanted to say pile 2, so if you feel drawn to pile 2, look into it. Seven of Wands in reverse. Okay. Even though you are able to work a lot on your own, you also enjoy the moments where you can just do nothing and just chill a little bit and don't think about work, don't think about your responsibilities. You like to be cozy, to just take care of yourself. But something else that's coming up is, oh no, it's meant for something else. I just wanted to say the King of Cups in reverse. I just wanted to say maybe you're not taking too much care of yourself, but that's not what I get. I rather get that there are a lot of people, or you had a lot of people in your life that treated you so badly and that took you for granted, that just weren't there for you when you needed them, that they let you down when you needed them. It really feels like you had a lot of tricky relationships, and that might also be the reason why you don't want a romantic relationship, or even don't want friends, to be honest. Yeah, it feels like there are a lot of people who want to be friends with you, but you are just like, no, I like to be on my own. I don't trust people. I don't trust anyone, and I just want my peace. And yeah, that might be you, to be honest. Maybe you're introverted, or like the middle thing of introverted and extroverted. I think it's ambivorded. I don't know. What kind of situation is pile 1 in right now, Spirit? Okay. We have 10 of Wands. There's a lot of karma you still have to work on, and for some kind of reason the symbol, like, wait, I'm going to show you. Is it focusing? The symbol right here reminded me of the Celtic knot, I think. Oh my god, I hope this is right. If it's wrong, please correct me in the comments. I don't know too much about this. It reminded me of I'm just going to call it the Celtic knot, and it's a symbol of death, rebirth, life, death, and rebirth, and like the circle of life, and that everything is connected. And and it feels like there's a lot of karma coming your way from your generation, like generational karma from your family, and you want to clear this out. It might be that it comes from the female side of your family. Maybe they had a lot of problems with partners, with their body, and you are the one who says, I'm going to break this karma and just pay the debt and do something better, so I can change this generational karma so it's not going down the line anymore. But it feels like there's a lot of things you have to work on, and you know it, and you kind of hate it, but you also love shadow work. But yeah, it feels like you like it, but you also don't like it. You like to change things, but you don't like the change. Something like this. Okay, one last card. And what kind of situation is pile 1 in right now, Spirit? Okay, we have the 9 of Wands in reverse. There are a lot of ancestors around you who support you. And that's also everything that I get from this card. Maybe that there are also a lot of spirits who want to work with you, like other deities, like for example Zeus. I just saw Zeus. And Jupiter is also someone that I just saw. So there are a lot of spirits around you who protect you and who support you. Okay, now I'm curious. And what's the message that pile 1 needs to hear right now? What's the message? Okay, one last time. Shuffling the cards. I like to shuffle them a lot, so we get the best messages that we can get. Okay, what's the message for pile 1, Spirit? What's the message for pile 1, Spirit? Okay, the first message is the star. And something your spirit guides want you to do is learn about starseeds, because you are a starseed, and I see Acturian starseed, and that's also the only starseed that I see. So the thing is, with starseeds, there's like this problem that starseeds were something the Nazis used to call themselves better than anyone else. That's not what I'm meaning. Like, I mean that I personally think everybody on this earth is a starseed. Everybody on this earth had a lifetime on another planet. And it's time that you look into the different types of starseeds, so you see what you connect with most. And then again, only see Acturian starseeds, and just learn about this, because it can tell you a lot about yourself. And also your spirit guides want to talk with you about the starseeds and your origins and what this means for you. You also should look into the reptilian starseeds, who are like the evil starseeds. I don't like to call them evil, but it's said that they literally just want to destroy Earth and destroy other planets. They destroyed the planet of the Lyran starseeds, I think, and also of the how are they called? Like the mermaids. I don't know how they are called right now. Something like M. Something with M. I don't know. But yeah, they destroyed planets, so they are probably not that good. But they literally want you to look into it and to learn about it, because there's a lot of things you can learn from it. Okay, what's the message for pile 1, please? 4 of coins. Your spirit guides say, don't spend so much money on spiritual stuff. Having those things doesn't make you any like more or less spiritual than someone else. Like, they are just objects. And like, for example, I have quite a few crystals, but most of them are literally from my spirit guides. So I mostly only buy, like, I'm not better than you. That literally sounds like I'm saying, yeah, I'm better than you, because no, that's not what I'm meaning. Like, I also have to learn that crystals don't make you spiritual. You make yourself spiritual. The energy comes from within. From within. Like, yeah, all these crystals have energy, and maybe a wand has energy, and all of these things. But you are the only thing that you need when it comes to magic. You don't need all these fancy stuff, amazing all these amazing tools, like divination tools. And, like, for example, because of the divination tools, my first ever pendulum was literally a hagstone put on a string, and then I would, like, do this with this. And it's literally everything that you need. Also, when it comes to the cards, I have a lot of cards, and I actually don't need them. And most of the cards are literally from my spirit guides. So when they leave me, I have to bury them, um, because they are not mine. And I shouldn't buy all of these cards because I have more than enough. And again, magic comes from within. It's the message to a pile. If you hear something in the background, I'm sorry, it's my neighbor. Messages from pile 1. For pile 1, from pile 1. Okay, we have 4 of swords. Write down your dreams, and if you don't write them down, please, if you don't write them down, please write them down. If you write them down, also try to interpret them. Just look it up on the internet, because they're, again, the wolf. It's Fenrir, I know, but it's a wolf, and the wolf is a symbol of Apollo. So it really seems like Apollo is wanting to work with you. And but yeah, write them down. And if you have nightmares, it's a sign of low vibrational beings around you. But it's also signs from your spirit guide still, because you might be dreaming a lot of snakes, of a lot of snakes or wolves or anything like this, and it's all signs from your spirit guides that are blend with the energy of the low vibrational beings, giving you nightmares. Also, sometimes nightmares come from trauma, or just a stressful week. So yeah, try to take care of you, and try. No, I don't like to say this, to be honest, because you're valid if you have a lot of stress. You're valid if you have, especially if you have gone through trauma. That's a tough thing for your body. Okay, messages for pile 1. I again wanted to say pile 2, so yeah. Messages for pile 1. Spirit. King of Swords in reverse. There are so many spirit guides around you who want to work with you, and they're very happy that you're curious to work with them. But my spirit guides want me to tell you how to see if you are not talking to your spirit guides, because it's very important. Okay, signs that you are not working with a spirit guide. They insult you, they judge you a lot, they want blood from you, they want sex from you. Okay, the thing is, spirit guides can, like, it's possible that they want blood or sex or something from you, but they don't do this in the beginning. They do it when you work with them for a few years or something, or when they know you're ready for it, but it's never the beginning. Like, I would say the first 6 months, no blood, no sex, nothing like this. But something else, you get a pain in your body when you talk to them. You're very, very exhausted after talking with them. They give you very weird advice, and they want you to do illegal stuff. They talk back about they talk bad about someone that you know, like really, really bad. Like, sometimes, yeah, they tell you the truth about this person. For example, if you're in a relationship and your partner cheats, then your spirit guides are going to tell you why this person isn't good for you. But if they are just talking very badly about someone, it's probably not your spirit guide. Something else, they always bother you. Like, sometimes you just want to sleep or take a bath, and they are always there wanting to talk to you. That's also a sign that this is not your spirit guide. Something else, spirit help me, something else. They don't know information about themselves. For example, if they don't know Apollon is a music god, or they don't know how Apollon is spelled, then something else, they don't want you to learn about them. They tell you not to put up protection. They tell you not to cleanse your space, not to like, they like messy places and like low energy. They always tell you not to learn about magic. Something else. For example, there is a story where Apollon forced himself onto a girl. And of course, it's only a story, right? That's not really what happened. Like, mythology is not real. It's only stories that people made up, so don't worry. But when you talk to Apollon about like this time that he forced himself onto a girl, if it was a trickster, he would be like, yeah, that's what I do, and that's right, and that's correct. And the real Apollo would be like, no, that's absolutely not okay. Then also, a trickster spirit would shame you when it comes to your trauma or something like this. So there are many ways that you see that this is a trickster spirit. Also, things fall down when you cleanse your space, then that's a trickster spirit that doesn't like that you're cleansing. Also, I had like a desk that would always knock, even though there was nothing on it, then that's a poltergeist. He's probably attached to the desk. If you just hear it sometimes, then this is a trickster spirit who is attached to the desk. But yeah, that's just like, there are more signs, but those are like the... Oh, also, if they never like their offerings, like for example, Apollon loves tea, and especially chamomile tea, because chamomile is connected with the sun, and I always love to give him chamomile tea or wine, and red roses are great offerings. He also likes symbols of the sun. He likes to get feathers from crows and ravens and anything like this, a yellow crystal, sunstone, anything like this. And for example, you give Apollon a sunstone and he's just like, no, I don't like this. Of course Apollon loves the sunstone. He's the god of the sun. So yeah, if he doesn't like his offerings, it's also not Apollo or the spirit guide. Okay, we have the sun. Again, I'm telling you again, Apollon wants to work with you. He's literally coming up here. It's the sun. Also, another guy that might be wanting to work with you is Horus, King Horus. He is the Egyptian god of kingship and the sky and protection. Might also be a guide of yours. But again, the snake. Again, the sun. I don't know if you need more signs than this, and Apollo just laughed, so yeah. Okay, messages for pile 1, please, Spirit. Messages for pile 1. Okay, those are 2 cards. We have the Ace of Wands. Oh yeah, Apollon, thank you. He wanted to remind me that Apollon also really loves art. So drawing him, painting him, it's a great offering. He really loves it. And I also have a lot of drawings of him here in my apartment. And he really enjoyed, because he's also the god of art. But I can tell you, every guy that you are working with loves when you paint pictures of them or have statues of them, because it shows them that you love to see them and that you love to give to them, and there's a lot of energy that you put into crafting something for them. They really love it. So yeah, if you want to give a very special offering, draw him something or paint him something, he really loves it. 6 of Cups in reverse. Okay, wait, I have to look up what it means, because I get 2 things that are literally absolutely the opposite. Okay, he wants to tell you he is a patron of yours. For some kind of reason, this reading became messages from Apollo, but that's fine. He is a patron of yours, and that's why he wants to work with you. And he says that you might have been a priestess of him in the past life. So that's why he is a patron of yours, because oftentimes when you work with spirit guides, they show up in your next life too. Okay, messages from for pile 2. Now pile 1. Oh my god. Now I wanted to say from Apollo. Messages for pile 1, please. Messages for pile 1. Okay, My spirit guides just said there's another message here. What's the message? You need to do shadow work when it comes to your, again, here's a crow. Here, there's a crow, like Apollon. There's something in your childhood that you need to work on. I don't know, like it's a general reading, so it's different for everyone. But there is a message for you. No, not a message for you. There is a situation for you in your past that needs to heal. It's with another person. Something that happened to you in your childhood with another child that needs to be healed. And oh yeah, Apollon is also the guy, the god of healing and illness and plague. So medicine, healing, that's also something from Apollo. So he can help you to heal if you want to work with him. Like something else that he says is you don't have to work with him if you're not ready, like if you don't feel ready and if you don't feel comfortable to work with spirits. Like that's not, I'm not saying yeah now you have to work with Apollo. No, that's absolutely not the case. He just says I'm there if you want to work with me, and I'm also there for you if you don't want to work with me, because I'm your patron. I'm literally responsible for you, so you feel safe, in your spirituality and all of this. Okay, messages for pile 1. The Queen of Cups in reverse. Many things. Okay, wait. Please focus. Okay. If you had an argument with your mother or a motherly figure, it's time for you to apologize. Or if you don't feel like apologizing because you think you're in the right, at least find a compromise with this person. Because they are very important for you, and it doesn't mean that they are not allowed to be in your life or anything like this. It's time for you to find a compromise. Something else, there might be something that needs to be healed with your mother, that happened with your mother. Maybe your mother went there. And also there is a female guide who wants to work with you, and I think it's Aphrodite. It feels like Aphrodite. I'm also working with Aphrodite. She's also a patron of mine. It feels like Aphrodite is also sending you signs. She loves seashells and strawberries if you need anything important. She loves it. Okay. And honey. She says honey because bees are a sign of hers. And seashells and pigs are also a sign of her. Okay. Messages for pile 1. Why are so many deities coming up? I now get the deity Dionysus. Just realized you cannot see the cards. Okay, now you can see them. Sorry. What else? What's meant with the Two of Wands, Spirit? What's meant with the Two of Wands? Okay, they literally say it's just about Dionysus. Dionysus is the Greek god. So many Greek gods here. Greek god of wine, partying, ecstasy, but also like the Greek theater was dedicated to him in a kind of way, because they celebrated Dionysus. He's a great deity. Also Aphrodite, she's so lovely. She's like a mother. I have to be honest, I love to work with her so much. And Dionysus is also nice. That was just rude, but I love him also. Like, he's also a god of mine, and he is great to work with. One last message for pile 1. So you have to be very spiritual if so many deities come up for you. One last message for pile 1, please, Spirit. One last message for pile 1. Okay, we have Death in reverse. They say try to make yourself a new sleeping pattern because it is not good for you. And that's also everything I have for you. I really hope you enjoyed this reading. I did, for sure. Thank you for Lord Apollon and Lady Aphrodite and Lord Dionysus to show up in this reading, because it was very lovely. I liked it. I also thank my spirit guides for the great messages, and I really hoped I could help you. And if you liked it, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, and I will see you hopefully in my next one. Bye. Welcome guys, welcome to part 2 if you chose this lovely deck and this amethyst cluster. It's so beautiful, I love it. I got it as a gift from my grandma because my grandma also loves, like, she's not a witch like me, but she loves crystals so much, and she saw it and was like, okay, you can have it, take it. Such a lovely person. Okay, I'm going to put it up here. Today's reading is about messages that you need to hear right now. Like, this reading was meant to find you whenever you found it. It's timeless, so yeah, that's great. But first we're going to look into your situation and who you are, so you can see if you resonate with the pile. If not, just pick another pile. Then we are going to see what kind of messages your spirit guides have for you. Today I felt drawn to wear these rings, so maybe that's a message for you. Like, this is a moon, this is a beautiful snake. Yeah, if you need another confirmation, this crystal is from Freya, or Freya, the Nordic goddess, Norse goddess of magic and sex and many things. And this little crystal is from Apollo, Greek god of the sun, light, healing, illness, music, and many other things. Agriculture, archery. So if this is a sign for you, yeah. But yeah, first we're going to look into your situation, and then we will see what kind of message spirit has for you during this time. Oh my god, sorry. So yeah, please grab yourself something to drink, something to eat, make yourself comfortable, because this is probably going to be a very long reading. Probably 30 minutes at least, could get up to an hour. So yeah, make yourself comfortable, please, and just listen to the guidance of your spirit guides. I'm asking my spirit guides for protection, please. So there are only clear guided messages. Okay, then let's see it. Let's look into your situation, pile 2. What kind of situation is pile 2 in right now, spirit? Oh, the tower, okay. Okay, normally the tower is not exactly something bad, but it's like, yeah, kind of bad. But this time I read the tower as something great just happened to you. Like, maybe you had your birthday, I just heard. Maybe you do have your birthday today, so happy birthday. Maybe you just got married. Anything like big, a very big event just happened. Maybe you just graduated, I also heard. Congratulations. Or you just gave birth to your child, or anything else, like something big. Just take what resonates. It might have been that something big happened. It might also just be, for example, that you moved to another town, country, or something else. You just got a big blessing, anything like this. It really feels like something really great happened, which is pretty cool. I'm happy for you. Doesn't sound like anything bad. Messages, pile 2. Okay, we've got 4 of Pentacles. You're saving up money, which is great. And it doesn't feel like you are in a too obsessive energy where you're like, oh no, I'm not able to spend any money, I have to save it. And no, you do it in a very balanced manner. Like, you save your money, you spend some money. It's not too much from giving and taking, you in a very great balance. So your spirit guides are telling you keep going, because it's very, very good. Maybe you just bought yourself something for the kitchen. That's also very specific, but I just saw someone buying like cleaning stuff for the kitchen and just being happy. Maybe you just learned about kitchen magic. That's also very specific, because they are reminding me of myself, where I was I'm currently reading a book about kitchen witchery and house magic, which I really like. I realized I might be also someone who practices a lot of hearth magic. So maybe you are in, yeah, like this, like me in this matter. Anything else coming up with the Four of Pentacles? You bought your child something. Also very specific. Again, only take what resonates. You bought your child something, because this person just looks for me like to me like a child, like a girl that just got something from her parent or uncle and aunt. Two of Wands. Maybe you're planning your vacation right now, or planning to meditate, astral travel, doing dream work, something like this. It feels like you are working or planning. Maybe you also just made yourself a vision board. And something else that just came up, and I never had this before. I just was thinking about how would I call it in English? Okay, my roommate just had to look up how this word is called in English, so I can tell it to you what kind of word it is. Did you just eat a plum? I literally just had the smell and the taste in my body of a plum, and I saw it. So maybe you just ate a plum, you want to eat a plum. That's very specific, but kind of cool. I never had this before. I like it. I like it. I hope I have this more often in the future. But or you just like plums, and now I'm really hungry for plums. I want to eat a plum. Okay, but maybe you literally just bought yourself plums, or ate it, or used the smell of it for something. Okay. Two of Cups. You're married or in a relationship, or you have a very great relationship with yourself. You feel very balanced, you feel very advanced. But again, with the thing happening with the Tower, it feels like you just got married, you just got engaged, you just got into a relationship. Anything like this, it just happened. And you feel very loving, but not giving too much of yourself, your spirit guides are saying right now. It's like you have a very balanced energy of giving and taking, not doing too much. Also, you might be a Leo, because this lion is really speaking to me right now. Maybe you have Leo in your big three, or Leo in Mercury. So it might be that you like dressing up, doing yourself a favor, just knowing your worth. Might like, if you're a Leo, it would explain why you're so balanced, because Leos are very knowing their worth. They know their worth. Okay, what kind of situation is Pile on in? You're planning to have a family, because we have the 10 of Cups. You're planning to have a family. Maybe you have on your mind how you want it. You already have your family. Maybe you just got pregnant. Maybe the good news were that you are pregnant. Maybe you're married and got pregnant. I like this reading a lot. It's very, like, normally there is a lot of not so good stuff happening, but this is all like, it's just very good, and everything is balanced and everything is nice. With the 7 of Pentacles, yeah, okay, now this explains everything. You really worked on yourself very long. You put in the work. You really worked on yourself, did shadow work, meditation, maybe go through a therapist. You really healed. You have a very healed heart chakra. Like, it's still a little bit closed, but it's very healed. So you can be very proud of yourself. What kind of situation is Pile 2 in right now, Spirit? Okay, now the other part comes. Okay. We have the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. That's interesting. You don't like to share what you got. And this doesn't have to be a bad thing, to be honest. It can also be a good thing if you know you deserve something and you don't want to share it. But it feels like you give a lot to yourself, but not too much to others. You like to take things, but don't give things. Like, for example, I like to give homeless people money sometimes, and you seem like a person who wouldn't do this so much, which is also okay, because we don't know what, like, many say, at least in Germany, I don't know how it's in your country, many say, I don't want to give homeless people money because they only buy themselves alcohol, and sadly that's the truth. Sometimes they do like to buy themselves drugs to numb themselves, to don't think about them being homeless and not having enough money and all these things, and not being able to eat so much because I literally just got hungry, which is interesting. But yeah, your spirit, yeah, like you might have your reasons why you don't want to share your money, because I remember I said you are saving things and you are also giving things, but it doesn't feel like you give too much to other people. Maybe you got hurt in the past where you gave someone something and you didn't get it back. Yeah, you feel very closed up when it comes to other people. Might even be in your relationship, to be honest. And with your children, you might be very strict, which is fine. Like, it's nothing bad about it to be strict or don't share too much of yourself. But you also like to be alone and not share too much about your energy and time. Okay, I just heard because time is money. And money we don't have. Okay, you might actually be a Leo. Should I take all of them? Okay. Okay, we have the Knight of Swords. Yeah, just a little advice from your spirit guides. You're sometimes a little bit too closed off, and many people think you're just cold. Many people think that you're just cold and just are not give enough of yourself, and many people think because of that you're not someone who they can trust. So try to open up a little bit more if you want to. Like, I'm not here to tell you, I just saw someone being very angry with me. You can do whatever you want in the end. Like, I'm just a messenger, okay? I don't shoot the messenger, please. But your spirit guides really advise you, try to open up a little bit more, because you cannot avoid that people will hurt you. There will always be someone who will hurt you. Even if you hide yourself, even if you protect yourself, if you don't open up too much, there's always someone who is able to hurt you, and it's normal. It's time for you to be more vulnerable. Oh, and I cannot pronounce this word, I'm so sorry. Vulnerable? Oh, you know what I mean. Vulnerable. No, I don't know. I cannot pronounce it. I'm German, okay? I'm it's okay if I can't pronounce anything. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. If you don't open up more, you will miss on so many opportunities and things. That's also everything that I get from this card, to be honest. I don't even know if I have to elaborate on this, because literally it says it for itself. If you don't open up more, you will miss on so many things, on so many people in your life, on so many opportunities with your family. And Nine of Swords in reverse. You won't be happy in the long run. You won't be happy. Okay, let's see. Messages for you. It kind of already was a message for you here, so yeah, but let's see what kind of messages you need right now. Spirit, messages for pile 2, please. Page of Cups. Oh, the sun is coming out and it's not focusing. Page of Cups. Listen to your heart, because your logical mind and your shadow self don't want to open up, but in your heart you just know it's not the right solution for you. You're someone who's supposed to have a lot of you are someone who is supposed to have a lot of friends, have a lot of people around you, a lot of fun. But if you close up this much, you're not allowing the universe to give you blessings. They're not able to give you what you want, and there are so many friends you're supposed to have, so many people around you who are supposed to be your friends, and for them to feel comfortable with you, you have to open up just a little more. It doesn't have to be like really big and trusting people that you're not supposed to trust and all of these things, but being vulnerable. No, I got it, I think. I don't know. But it's time for you to really open up a little bit more and to allow people into your heart, because even if you don't open up to people, there are people who are going to hurt you, and it's just normal. You cannot live a life without people hurting you, without people sometimes leaving you. And you are being in a very, even though you don't see it, but in your unconscious, you are being in a very frightened state, who is thinking always negatively, because you think, when I open up, people will hurt me. And if you think like this, things like this will happen, of course, but you have to think positive. I don't have to tell you, because you have healed a lot. You have to believe in the universe that there are also good people, and then they can bring you in the good people. If you only think there are bad people, they are only giving you the bad people, because like attracts like, right? And now my belly is talking. I'm really hungry. Okay, messages for pile 2. I have the Knight of Swords in reverse. Again, they want to be honest with you. It bothers people that you don't open up to them, because they think you don't want to be their friend, you don't want to have them as a friend. It's not a real friendship if you're not able to talk to them about anything, right? It's just people in your life, not your friends, because your friends know you and they see you, everything of you. And I also think you hide all the things that you don't like about yourself, but like your shadow self. But your shadow self is part of yourself, and if people really like you, they will also accept this or help you to work on this shadow self. Messages for pile 2, please, Spirit. Messages for pile 2. Four of Cups. You miss out on so many opportunities by being this, bless you, sorry, my cat just sneezed. Bless you. You miss out on so many things and people in your life, and you are going to regret it. You're really going to regret it. So also it's important that you open up to yourself, because by closing your heart, you also close it for yourself, and there's so much more love that you can give yourself, which is just not able, because you are closed up this much. Like there is like a wall in front of you, and you're not able to walk past this wall, but it's time for you to build a door in it and walk through it, because it's time for you to open up. Okay, we have the Hierophant. Also, if you're confused what kind of language this is, it's German. Okay, what's meant with the Hierophant, Spirit? There is someone who is supposed to come into your life, but he is not able. I'm just saying he because I just saw a male, but it could also be a woman, non-binary, anything else. I don't know. A person. There is a person supposed to be in your life, but this person is not able to enter your life before you open up, before you begin to become vulnerable, because this person is supposed to be in your life for a longer time, or maybe even for forever. But without, like, if you want more blessings, you have to change yourself. You already know this. I don't have to tell you. If you want to your environment to change, you have to change first. Yeah. Okay, messages for pile 2, please. Messages for pile 2. If you keep being like this, 5 of Wands. If you keep being like this, there might come an argument with your spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, a close friend, best friend. Take what resonates. There might come a big argument, And it might, oh my god, okay. It might even be that this person is going to leave you for some time because they feel they cannot trust you, because you don't give the impression that you are someone who can be trusted. I don't know what to tell you. I know how you feel. I know how you feel because I'm like this too. I don't like to open up too much. I don't like to be vulnerable. But it's something that's not too good. Like, you don't have to be vulnerable with everyone that you meet, but at least with the closest friends in your life. People hurt each other. It's normal. It's part of life. It's part of life that things end. It's part of life that things change. And right now it's time for you to change. Messages for pile 2, please. Messages for pile 2. Okay, we have Temperance. There is an angel who wants to work with you. You don't have to give offerings, I just heard. So you might not be someone who's like this, working with their spirit guides. So call on Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael. Archangel Michael is a spirit guide who helps to overcome challenges and like burdens, and helps you to fight yourself. And Archangel Raphael is literally the Archangel of healing, and he really wants to open your heart. For example, you can also listen to heart chakra meditation music, or do these meditations. There are so many things you can do when it comes to this. And yeah, Archangel Michael really wants to work with you. Archangel Raphael wants to work with you. Just call on them. You probably already know it, but just call on them, and they're going to help you. They're going to be there for you and heal your heart. Messages for pile. Okay. Pile 2. We have the Devil in reverse. Devil in reverse. What's meant with the Devil? Okay. The person you hurt the most is your inner child, because your inner child doesn't feel safe. And I understand it. I totally understand it, that you don't feel safe, that your inner child doesn't feel safe. But if you open up, you don't do it for your spirit guides, you don't do it for other people. You are doing it for yourself. You're doing it for your inner child. Your inner child wants to feel safe, and you are able to give your inner child this opportunity. You are able to help your inner child, and I'm guessing you want to help your inner child, of course, because again, you feel like someone who already worked on themselves. But that's just a new step, and trust me, or you already know it, you will thank yourself. If you, like, in a few years, you're going to thank yourself for the things you've done. And this is one step that you have to do, and you know it. And even if you don't like to hear it right now, that's nothing bad. Maybe watch this reading in 2 months later. You're probably going to see it in a different light. Okay. 2 of Cups. It's time that you learn to love yourself. And I mean everything of yourself. Really enjoy yourself, your shadow side, your higher self. You're going to love really everything. Sorry, my neighbor just was very loud. I don't know what happened. But it's time for you, like, okay, I never realized this. This cup is light and this cup is dark. And it's like, these are the things that you like about yourself. These are the things that you don't like about yourself, but they belong together. They are all part of you, and you don't have to shame yourself for being whoever you are, because you were made by this, by the universe, by your circumstances, by your environment, by your parents, by whatever happened to you, by your trauma. And it's nothing to be ashamed of, but it is something you can work on to learn to love it, to better it, and to become the best version of yourself. But to become the best version of yourself, you have to accept the things that you don't like about yourself first. Okay. Messages for pile 2, please, Spirit. Messages for pile 2. Seven of Cups. You have a choice. You have a choice to change yourself. You have a choice to become a better person. And I know you will do the right thing. And your spirit guides also do the right thing. Know that you do the right thing. Sorry. Your spirit guides also know that you do the right thing. So even if you don't see it right now, even if you think you are a bad person or anything like this, your spirit guides are literally with you and support you. And they know you are able to just be better, to heal even further, to become the best version of yourself. Okay, one last message, Spirit. One last message for part 2. Okay, they gave me 2 cards. Okay. We have 6 of Wands. And we have Queen of Pentacles. The last message of your spirit guide is they are very proud of you. And they want you to see how far you've come. And they acknowledge how much you did already. And it's also everything that I have for you. I really hope you enjoyed your reading. I really hope you got a little bit of guidance from your spirit guides. And if you like this reading, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. I thank Spirit for these great messages. I thank you for your patience and for listening to me and really staying in this reading, because I know how hard it is to listen to such messages. But yeah, I really wish you the best of luck, and I hopefully will see you in my next one. Bye. Welcome guys, welcome if you chose pile 3 or this beautiful crystal. It's pyrite, I think it's called pyrite? I don't know, pyrite, I think. It's very beautiful if you need confirmation with something. Because I have a lot of things from my deities and spirit guides here. We have this beautiful moon, this snake, this crystal that is from the Greek god Apollo, or Apollon, how I like to call him, Phoebus Apollon. This is from Apollon. This is from the Norse goddess Freya, or Freya. And this tarot deck is from Archangel Michael. Also, this is from my spirit guides, but just in general my spirit guides. And if you need other confirmation, pyrite, serpenite, rose quartz, selenite. So, okay. Enough with the confirmation. Today's reading, what is meant for you? Messages just meant for you for this current moment. This is a timeless reading. First, we are going to look into your situation and who you are, so you can see if you resonate with the pile. Then we see what kind of messages Spirit has for you. And yeah, that's everything. So this is a very long reading. Please take yourself something to drink, something to eat, and make yourself comfortable, because at least 30 minutes can go up to an hour. It's a very long reading. So just a little disclaimer. Yeah. But okay, let's see what kind of situation you are. In one pile, even gods showed up, like some deities showed up wanting to tell something. So it might be that also a goddess or god is showing up in this. And I just saw Loki. So if Loki is a guide of yours, he's here. Okay. Let's see. Messages from... No, not messages, not yet. But what kind of situation is pile? Oh, okay, pile 3. And Loki is here. Lord Loki, how I call him. He is the Norse god of cunning and mischief, I think. I don't know if you call him like this, but he is actually not a god, okay? I have to be honest, I hate it when people say Loki is a god and he's just smiling. He is a fire giant, not a frost giant, a fire giant. How are they called now? I don't know the word. Oh. Jotunheim? Jotun? I think it's called. And yeah, he is a fire giant, okay? Please don't call him God. Yeah, you can call him God, but in actuality, he's a giant. Okay, or Jotun, sorry, a Jotun. We have magician in reverse. Yeah, you are a witch, shaman, druid, anything like this, and you are working with the Norse gods. So maybe you are even a, how are they called? Norse witch, Nordic witch, like witches who only work with the Norse gods and giants and like do Norse magic. Might be that. I feel a lot of Norse energy, Nordic energy around me. Like I just saw some deities, like for example Heimdall, Tyr, Loki again, Odin, Freya, because again this is Freya's stone, and she also likes rose quartz and amber, because in one mythology she cried tears of amber because Odin left her. Yeah, you feel very witchery, like a witch, like a druid, shaman, anything that is pagan. Maybe you don't like to call yourself pagan, that's also fine. Maybe you're even Christian and you just like Norse mythology, it's also possible. We have the 5 of Pentacles. You come from poverty. Maybe you know how it is when you're not able to buy yourself the next meal, or you are not able to know if you can pay your rent, if you maybe even slept on the streets for some nights, even for a longer time. You feel like you know how it is to be poor, and something I have to be honest about, because I am coming from a poor household. I'm still living kind of in poverty. Even though it doesn't seem like this is really yeah, I had to collect them in a very, very long time because I'm not able to buy myself so many things. Something that I have learned is when someone is from poverty or have seen poverty, how it really is, they are very kind and supportive people. They would always help you. They will always be there for you when you need something. They would always give, even though they don't have a lot of things. These people are very able to be empaths, to be empathic, and to just be there for people. So you might be a very nice person who gives a lot, who wants to change people, but something else that is not change people, help people, but something else that is coming up, to be honest, is because of this, you might be a people pleaser, to be honest. Yeah. If you don't know what a people pleaser is, my spirit guides just said I should elaborate on that. People pleaser are people who help other people so much that they don't think about themselves anymore. Like they would always put other people first, and then they come when it comes to importance. And the problem with this is you are able to even destroy yourself while helping people. Okay, for example, I was in a relationship with a guy, and he had depression and ADHD, didn't get any medicine, and his depression was so bad that he would destroy himself, and I allowed that he would also destroy me because I loved him so much. And I literally stopped going to school, stopped eating, because I wanted to help him clean his stuff. Like we were living together. I was cleaning the apartment, cooking every meal, taking care of him, being there for him, but I would get nothing back because he didn't love me anymore. And also I later found out he's also kind of narcissistic. Like I don't say everybody who has ADHD and depression is like this, but this person really used me. Like they watched me destroy myself. I allowed them that they destroyed me because at some point he would become aggressive and abusive. And I would allow it because I was a people pleaser. I was like, yeah, that's how things happen because I love him, and it's okay that he destroys me. And I literally almost ended my life because it was too much for me. But instead of just setting boundaries, I kept giving, and it literally, yeah, again, destroyed me. And that's a people pleaser. Like it doesn't have to be in this extremes, but you're not able to set boundaries. You always say yes. You always want to help people even though you don't have anything else left. And yeah, people pleaser are, I like people pleaser, of course, because they want to give their heart to other people so they feel good, but it's bad for themselves. I still have to work on this today because I still have some people-pleasing tendencies, but that's okay. Like, I take my time to heal, and you should also take yours. Okay, what kind of situation is pile 3 in right now? Okay, we have the 2 of Cups. You're really looking for love. You're probably a hopeless romantic. Oh my god, that's so amazing. Someone who really loves the world, people, other like friends, their partners. You really are looking for the perfect match, the perfect love. Maybe you are even on dating apps, because I just said match and I never say it. You might be on dating apps looking for your love. You really, like, in this card, this person is really looking, like she has a crush, or they have a crush on this other person. Like, they're so in love, and that might be you. You're just really looking for love. But something else that I get is it might be that you don't even have a relationship, but you love the idea of love. Okay, what kind of situation is pile 3 in? What kind of situation is pile 3 in? I guess? Yes, okay. 4 of Cups in reverse. You have a very difficult relationship with money. Maybe you spend too much, maybe you don't spend enough. Maybe it changes from spending too much to spending almost nothing, because you don't have really balance, and it's something that you have to learn. And it might be generational, or someone just didn't teach you how to actually take care of money. Like, some is spent, some is saved, some you spend on yourself, some you spend on other people maybe, or you put away some money only for hobbies. Like, I had to learn this too, and I'm still learning it because I'm still not too good with money. But yeah, you have a very imbalanced relationship with money and finances. You may even have some, what's it called? You might even still have some bills that you need to pay. Okay, what kind of situation is? Should I take this one? Okay, yes. We have the Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, sorry. I just said cups because I almost threw my cup down and it almost broke, and it's new. So maybe there was a message, because, okay, something that my spirit guides just said, so it was a message. Something that my spirit guides just said. Sometimes things break or get lost, so you get new things, because yeah, that's a lesson that you still have to learn. You cannot have the old things and then get new things. You have to make space for the new things. For example, you have a friend group, and this friend group doesn't serve you anymore. Then you get rid of the friend group. Oh, that sounds so nasty. You let go of the friend group, so new friends come in. It's almost never like this that you get a friend group and already have a big friend group. Like, sometimes one person goes, or even the whole friend group even the whole friend group goes, so you get new friends or new things in life. Sometimes it's also other things, because the old friend group has to go because they pull on your energy, they pull you down into a lower frequency, but you evolve and you get in higher dimensions, higher frequencies, so you get new things that are in the same frequency. And yeah, things change. And okay, interesting that they have to show me this with my new cup that I don't want to lose, but yeah, sometimes it is like this. Okay, we have Justice in reverse. Oh boy. And the Hanged Man in reverse. Please focus. Thank you. There happened so many bad things in your childhood, or during your adolescence, during your teenage years. Take whatever resonates. Did you even try to end things? Like, you have been through it. You have seen the bad side of the world. You really have been through tough times. I don't know, maybe with your parents, with friends, with siblings, with school. Maybe you were bullied. Maybe you were bullied by your own family. You have been through a lot of things, and now I again see the Five of Pentacles in reverse and how much these people suffer. You have been suffering so much, and I'm so sorry, but I can tell you I feel you, because I really had a tough life. It's not only my childhood. Like, because of my childhood, I have a lot of trauma and some mental illness, like depression and things like this. And it really, I still suffer from it. I still kind of suffer from poverty sometimes. I still am working on getting out of it. So I feel you, even if you got out of it, you still fear, even though you are out of it, you feel like you could go back to these times, and you're very scared that poverty will come. So maybe that's why you have the problems with finances, that you don't know how to spend correctly, like saving but also spending, that there is a balance. You're just too scared that things don't come again, like that you never get money again. Maybe you're scared that you lose your job, or maybe you're just from Germany and you get like the finances that you get when you don't work, like me, because I'm sick currently. So yeah, that's tough. So I'm so sorry for you. Okay, what kind of situation is pile 3 in? What kind of situation is pile 3 in? The Knight of Swords in reverse. You are too scared, because when you're scared, you also manifest things. But your spirit guides want to say to you, all these things, they are not going to happen again. You don't have to worry. Things are going to get better, but you are clinging on the past. You're clinging on the situation, being like, for example, having no money, losing someone, I don't know. There are so many things that can literally traumatize us, and you are clinging onto this past, but it's time for you to let go and heal. It's time for you to see that life can change, that things can change, that you can get money, that you can get food, that you can pay your rent. Yeah. Okay, we have the Six of Swords. There are many messages with this. Maybe something that traumatized you is that you lost a friend, or lost a family member, and now you never want to let go of. You never want to let go of these people when Spirit says it's time to let go of them, because you always think, maybe I don't want to let go of them, maybe they are the person that I need. But Spirit says they would never hurt you in a sense of taking something from you that is actually from you. Spirit would never do this. Spirit also doesn't test you like this. They would never say something that you have to do, and in the end it's not the right path. They will send you on the right path. They will tell you what needs to be done. They will tell you what you need to evolve. And you don't have to be scared of Spirit. One last card. What kind of situation is pile? Too many. One last card. What kind of situation is pile 3 in, Spirit? Death. Nothing bad, don't worry. You are scared to die. Like, on the one hand, you want things to end. On the other hand, you are scared to die. You don't want to, you don't want things to end. You don't want to be gone from this world. You're scared of it. You're scared how things are going to happen. Oh boy. That's, I literally can feel you, to be honest, because this reading literally just sounds like me. I have to be honest, it literally sounds like it is my reading. So let's see what Spirit has for messages for you. First need to shuffle. Then we are going to see what kind of messages Spirit has for you. Spirit told me to shuffle it again. And that's what I'm going to do. Again, Spirit literally again says, things are going to change. Don't worry. Like, in a good way. It's not always a bad way. Okay. Also, something they want to say is a lot of karma that you get, like with poverty and losing all of these people, comes from your family. It's family karma, generational karma. Messages for pile 3, please, Spirit. Six of Wands. Something they want to say to you is that people won't always hurt you. You feel like everything is always going to be bad for you. Always, people will always be bad with you. You will never have real friends. You will never have enough money. You will never have this and that. And your spirit guides really want you to work on this belief of yours, because it's not true. It is your reality, but it is not true. You are possible to have money. You are possible to have people around you who actually like you. So don't worry about it, because there are good things in this world for you. Okay, messages for pile 3, please. Sorry. Messages for pile 3. Okay, we have the Star in reverse. What's the name of the Star in reverse? You are special. Even though you don't see it, you are really special. You deserve the world, and it's time for you to see your own worth and to actually live in this way to see your worth. But it doesn't help you with your manifestations if you always think negatively. And I know that's how you were made because of your circumstances, but you're able to change your life, and you're supposed to see that. Okay, messages for pile 3. Sorry that I have to be so quick right now. I don't have a lot of space in my storage. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords. What's the Knight of Swords? Really look into doing your dream job. I don't know if you already do it or if you are not working currently, but it's time for you to do action. I don't know what is meant with this. Like, for example, it might be that you have a dream job, but you always think you're not good enough. Maybe you have a hobby and you think you're not good enough, you will never succeed in it, it's too expensive. Your spirit guides really encourage you to still do your hobby, still learn, like go to the school or do whatever you want, because it is meant for you. It is actually meant for you. Okay, we have 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, again, about you being a people pleaser. It is absolutely great if you share what you have, but it's time for you to also put away things for you and not always share so much. For example, I see, like, it literally is that someone gives this this homeless person money, so maybe that's something that you like to do, and that's absolutely fine. But your spirit guides say, please be a little bit more cautious. First of all, who you give your money to, and also how much you give, because you also have to think of yourself. This person is protected by spirit. They will find a way to get money. You don't have to give them money. And 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, if you give too much money, you don't have enough for yourself, and you literally suffer from it. The most important person that you have in your life is yourself. So please don't give all your money away, and also keep some for you. And we have the Queen of Cups. It might be that you don't have had a motherly figure in your life, and your spirit guides encourage you to be this person for yourself in your life. Learn how to nurture yourself, learn how to be there for yourself, for your inner child, because your inner child really needs some healing. Inner child really needs some attention. And your spirit guides really say, take care of yourself, nurture yourself, instead of giving your money away, maybe buy yourself something that makes you feel comfortable. For example, a new pillow that you really, really, really love, or just this one picture that you actually really like and would love in your apartment. Like, save some money and buy yourself, or maybe crystals. I'm just reminded of my crystals. I put away money, and at some point I can buy myself a crystal that I really like. So maybe think about that. Rather give yourself the money instead of other people, always helping other people, because they will get their help, and you're not responsible for any other's life. You're only responsible for yourself. Messages for pile 3, please. Messages for pile 3. Anything else with the Queen of Cups? Okay, what else? If there is a motherly you don't have to forgive your mother yet, or your father. Take what resonates. There might be a situation where a parent of yours hurt you really bad, or a family member, and yes, at some point you have to forgive them, but rather forgive the situation and accept it than forgiving them. And right now it's not the right time to forgive them. And you don't have to forgive anyone for doing you dirty and just not being there for you. Messages for pile 3, please. Okay, we have the 6 of Cups in reverse. You should work on your perception of love. Or not your perception of love. You're a hopeless romantic, I remember. That's not the problem. The problem is that you have black and white thinking in some kind of way. Like, a person either has to be perfect or it's a bad person. And you also have this perception of yourself. And that's not helpful, because there is no one who is perfect. There is no person who is perfect. You really need to work on that, because people are able to make mistakes. Because of mistakes, we learn. And you have to allow your partner. Of course, there are things that are unforgivable. Like, for example, if someone cheats or something like this, if someone does something in this matter, then you can be angry, of course. And then it's not the right person. But for example, if someone comes late to an appointment with you or to a date with you, it doesn't mean they always are the bad guy, but because maybe something came between them and they were late for some kind of reason. But you don't always have to be like, okay, this person is not good for me because they were late to our date or something like this. Like, if this happens all the time, then of course there is something, like, it's not good. But not everybody is bad because they make a mistake, and you are also not bad just because you make mistakes. That's how we learn. It's like the whole point of being human. You make mistakes. Messages for pile 3, please, Spirit. Okay, we've got the 4 of Cups. Your spirit guides are sending you a lot of signs that you don't recognize as signs. For example, they remind me of my snake that I'm wearing right now, or the crystals around me, and the moon, but especially the snake. It might be that they are sending you a lot of snakes, and please look up the medicine of snakes, or spirit animal snake, meaning they are sending you a lot of signs, and you should try to observe your environment even more if you maybe see signs. And if you don't get the signs that they send you, ask for certain signs for certain answers to your questions. For example, I have symbols for yes and for no, so I can ask questions when I'm outdoors. And I also work with some spirits, and I know their symbols, and I always see them when I'm around. And also there is the 8 of Cups. There's someone in your life that you need to leave behind, and you already know who it is. And to be honest, it probably is a parent, because we had this situation over here with the Queen of Cups, that there is someone, a parent, a family member, who doesn't do you, like, they are not good for you. And it's really time to leave them, because they literally pull on your energy, they drag you down with them, they want you to be as miserable as they are, and it's just not good. And you already know who this person is, and you also know you need to leave this person, but it's probably kind of hard. But this is again confirmation that you need to leave this person behind, at least for now. Maybe you can love them from afar, you can maybe reconnect later in life when you both grew and evolved, but right now this relationship, it has no point. Okay, one last card. The Hermit. Does it focus? No, it focuses. It's time for you to go into hermit mode. If you don't know what hermit mode is, it is a time where you are more on your own and with spirit, and you just learn about yourself and about the world. You have a few spiritual awakenings, you do shadow work, you work on yourself, and you process all of your emotions. And it's time for you to go into the hermit mode. Maybe you already heard of it, but it seems like you didn't, because the energy tells me you don't really know what it is. It is a time literally where you're more on your own, and you need it right now. And it's also everything that I have for you. I really hope you resonated to this reading. I really hope I could help you. And I thank Spirit for these great messages. If you like this reading, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. And I'm wishing you the best of luck. And I really hope we see each other in my next reading. Bye.